Nigiri ni Mwanzo. Is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam, called son, S-U-N, mother, nature, mother, earth. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigritiia, which means land of the gods. In the name of the true begotten son, Emmanuel, Matthew 1:23, whose name means go with us. Amani, kutoka, you, peace from above. How you doing? Today, October the 5th, Fuhawa Sabbath Siku. Happy 7th day. Reading from the Book of Life, Kitabucha Uzima, from the New Testament of Imanuel, Agano, Jipya, Imanuel, Yon, John, chapter 13. Now before the feast of the Passover, when Emmanuel knew that his hour had come, that he should depart from this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. And supper being ended, Satan, having already put it into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him. Emmanuel, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hand, and that he had come from God and was going to God, rose from supper and laid aside his garments, took a towel and girded himself. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel with which he was girded. Then he came to Simon Peter, and Peter said to him, Teacher, are you washing my feet? Emmanuel answered and said to him, What I am doing you do not understand now, but you will know after this. Peter said to him, You shall never wash my feet. Emmanuel answered him, If I do not wash you, you have no part with me. Simon Peter said to him, Teacher, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head. Emmanuel said to him, He who is bathed needs only to wash his feet, but is completely clean, and you are clean, but not all of you. For he knew who would betray him, therefore he said, You are not all clean. So when he had washed their feet, taken his garments, and sat down again, he said to them, Do you know what I have done to you? You call me teacher, and you say, Well, for so I am. If I then, your teacher, have washed your feet, you also are to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that you should do as I have done to you. Most assuredly I say to you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor is he who is sent greater than he who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. I do not speak concerning all of you. I know whom I have chosen, but that the scriptures may be fulfilled. He who eats bread with me has lifted up his heel against me. Now I tell you before it comes, that when it does come to pass, you may believe what that I am he. Most assuredly I say to you, he who receives whomever I send receives me, and he who receives me receives him who sent me. When Emmanuel had said these things, he was troubled in spirit and testified and said, most assuredly I say to you, one of you will betray me. Then the disciples looked at one another, perplexed about whom he spoke. Now there was leaning on Emmanuel's bosom one of his disciples whom Emmanuel loved. Simeon Peter therefore motioned to him to ask who it was of whom he spoke. Then leaning back on Emmanuel's breast, he said to him, Teacher, who is it? Emmanuel answered, It is he to whom I shall give a piece of bread when I have dipped it. And having dipped the bread, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon. Now after the piece of bread, Satan entered him. Then Emmanuel said to him, What you do quickly. But no one at the table knew for what reason he said this to him. For some thought, because Judas had the money box, that Emmanuel had said to him, Buy those things we need for the feast. Or that he should give something to the poor. Having received the piece of bread, he then went out immediately, and it was night. So when he had gone out, Emmanuel said, Now the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself and glorify him immediately. Little children, I shall be with you a little while longer. You will seek me, and as I said to the youths, where am I going? You cannot come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. Simon Peter said to him, Teacher, where are you going? Emmanuel answered him, Wherever I am going, you cannot follow me now, but you shall follow me afterwards. Peter said to him, Teacher, why can I not follow you now? I will lay down my life for your sake. Emmanuel answered him, Will you lay down your life for my sake? Most assuredly I say to you, the rooster shall not crow till you have denied me 3 times. Wow. One more time. Now let's go over here, verse 2, chapter 13, verse 2. And dinner being ended, Satan having already put it into the heart of Judas. But yours gonna say, and supper being ended, the devil. But see, when you look at the devil, it's a baby D, the devil. Now let's go over here to verse 27. Now after the piece of bread, Satan entered him. Now let's go over here. Let's go over here in verse 2. He had already put it into his heart. And then in verse 27, he went all the way. He entered into him. One more time. See, y'all keep letting him separate the two, and there is no separation. Just like he keep calling him teacher, then at other times just like he said, calling me a teacher and Lord. No, you shall call me teacher. That's it. Period. Period. Teacher. You see, every time it say teacher, is teacher capitalized? Excuse me. One more time. One more time. He is not a Lord. He is not a master. He is not a king. He doesn't want to be none of that. Only thing his job is to deliver the message from goal to goal one more time. And to have the knowledge of what's going to happen. And have the knowledge how it's going to happen. Have the knowledge of who's going to make it happen. Whoa! I sit there at times and I be like, man, why you doing this to me? Imagine you gotta sit there and know when, how you going to leave this world. Whoa, man. Whoa, that's power, homie. But at the same time, I'm doing my job, which is for y'all to understand. Stop letting them manipulate you through words. Through words. They call it blacks people, African American. And the African American is property of the U.S. One more time. But my job, just like I see it, is to do what I'm supposed to do. Verse 31, what did it say? The Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. When Judas left up out of there, what did he say? The Son of Man is glorified. Because he already know what Judas getting ready to go do. He getting ready to go turn me in one more time. But see, notice he was the money man. He was the money man. He was the money man. They told you earlier that he would dip into the money whenever he felt like it. He was the money man. So he needed some more money. He give me some more money. Ah, yeah. I know where that nigga at. Satan. Give me some more money. My brother Satan. Judas became the brother of Satan directly. We are all connected to Satan indirectly. He was already here before any of us. He was already here. He is son of God of gold. And she, son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. He is. He couldn't create himself. He just the one that got kicked out the house. Leave up out of here and go get your own. So now my people can have choices. I'm going to let them have choices. Just like chapter 13:2. You can believe in the devil. Chapter 13:2 with a baby D. Or you can see what you're supposed to. You can look at the devil, but not see Satan. But you can see Satan, chapter 27. And you can see that it's capitalized. And you can see he is somebody. The devil, that's no one. That's the disguise that they try to make you call him instead of acknowledging him as to who he is. Satan is Satan is Satan. He's not the devil. He's not a demon. He has workers. But he is not no devil. He's not no Lucifer. He is none of that. He is Satan. Period. Just like Imanuel. Imanuel. One more time. They are brothers. But Imanuel is directly connected to God of goals, just like me. Your direct connection to God of goals makes you inaccessible to a degree to him. To a degree, inaccessible to him. Because if you study looking up, it makes it hard for him to get into you. When you bow your head and you look down, it's easy for him to get into you. You looking down to him. But when you steady looking up and you never look down, it's virtually impossible. Not impossible, virtually. One more time. Let's not forget Job. Job, hey, Father, let me have him. I get him. Trials and tribulation. Let's not think I, myself, sometimes get the big head, think I'm above trials and tribulation, but now I got to remember that's life. Life is trials and tribulation, blessings and curses. It's not all blessings. It's not all curses, but it's in both. Just like my right hand and my left hand. And I'm right. And then I'm wrong. Two rights. Don't make it wrong. But this ain't that what they say? But anyway, pay attention, man. Notice verse 14. If I then, your teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. One more time. If you love me and acknowledge what I have done for you, and knowledge who I am, and knowledge that if I can do this, you can do that for your brothers as well. One more time. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Not all the time, but sometimes. Just like that was the time for him to be his brother's keeper. One more time. Stop brain whitewash. Stop brain whitewash. Knowledge, go to God's begotten Son, and the power that he has within himself as a teacher. One more time. As a teacher. Verse 31. Now the Son of Man is glorified. When Judas left up out of there, Imanuel knew now the Son of Man is glorified. Not the Son of God. Stop brain whitewash. Start seeing what you see and stop looking. One more time. Stop seeing the Son of Man. And you know Imanuel is the Son of Man because he just said it. Now, when he had gone out, Imanuel said, now the Son of Man is glorified. One more time. One more time. See it right there? Now, the Son of Man. Now, when he had gone out, Imanuel said, see what there where it says? Imanuel said. See down there where it says Jews, the J-U-U's? One more time. I allowed to do what I do because he gives me permission to do this. He gives me permission to look at Matthew 1:23 and knowledge Matthew 1:23. To see, to see Matthew 1:23. I get to see Matthew 1:23. Y'all look at Matthew 1:23. I was the same way. I was to look at Matthew 1:23, but not see it. See, they see Matthew 1:23. That's why they're doing everything they can to distract you. Oh, I'm a Latino. Oh, I'm a Latinx. Wow. I'm a Latino. I'm a Latinx. I'm a Hispanic. I'm a Messian. All these different new names. One more time. All these different new names to try to distract God's chosen people. It's gonna work for a minute, but not forever. Not forever. Because God already said, I'm not going to do my chosen people. I may get angry and upset and I may get mad at them. But at the floods, Noah guarantees me eternity. One more time. Noah guarantees me immortality because Noah is from the beginning. Gods did not destroy the beginning because she, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Father, do not destroy them all, for those are my babies too. And God of gods answered, for you and you alone, Noah and his crew, I will not destroy the beginning. Were it not for she, Son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, I wouldn't be here. But she, Son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, asked God of gods, do not destroy kindly, do not destroy them all. For those are my babies too. And God of gods, being merciful, first blood will continue on eternally, immortally. One more time. No matter how I feel, his will, first and foremost, on earth as it is written in heaven. Just like my big brother had to go through what he had to go through, I got to go through what I'm going through. And I'm not going through nothing except listening to people disrespect and disregard my forefathers. But it's okay. He says it's okay. My job is to keep doing what I'm doing, teaching the book of life, Kitabucha Uzima, teaching the New Testament of Emmanuel, Agano Jipya, Imanuel. And those who want knowledge can every Saturday and every Wednesday. I read and I teach what God says for me to read and what God says for me to teach. One more time. I am in and of Emmanuel, his one and only begotten Son of Man. Trip C's, Trip C's, Trip C's, www. Excuse me. Trip C's, Trip C's, Trip C's, Cool Calm Collected, www. Whole wide world. Nigri, ni, Mwanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam, called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. In the name of the true motherland, Nigri-Tia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the gods. In the name of the true begotten son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us, Matthew 1:23. I am in and of knowledge. I am teach knowledge. Amani kutoka yuku. Peace from above. Enjoy your weekend.